Greetings, dear viewers. I'm Quill Quickcard, and welcome back to what is going to be my last update for Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Steals Time. I am now deep into the late game of Fantasy Life I. I have reached hero rank in every job, or every life except for one, the Alchemist. And I have all the materials necessary to craft the final thing for the Alchemist life. I have also crafted all of the weapons of time and the tools of time. And I have acquired all the recipes for the true tools and weapons of time. Each one requiring 10 each of one of the 3 types of legendary materials. Legendary Shiny Diamonds, Legendary Divine Logs, and Legendary Dawn Horns. In total, you would have to grind 140 Legendary Dawn Horns, I believe 60 Legendary Divine Logs, and 80 Legendary Shiny Diamonds to get the true time versions of all of these things. As you can see, I've done decently well grinding these. For some reason, the Legendary Dawns just kind of up and disappeared. There's also, like, another basic material that's required for pretty much all of them, but honestly, they're all perfectly manageable. They're all achievable. So today, we are going to finish getting hero rank in Alchemist. We are going to craft our first true time item, and it's going to be the true Hammer of Time, because, well, smithing in general is just really good. As far as Ginormosia goes, every single one of the areas here in Ginormosia is at least rank 5, and one of them, maybe more than one now, is as high as rank 6. They're not all currently set that high, but they've all got the ranks unlocked. Ginormosia is where the materials for the is where the legendary materials spawn, and also where you get most of the, like, really high-end crafting materials. It's not too hard to get legendary events to spawn, although it does take some time and dedication to make it work. Basically, all you have to do is just change your area ranks, and then it re-rolls all of the area challenges. And you just wait for one of the legendary events to pop up, which usually doesn't take too many repetitions. Legendary events start opening up once you hit rank 3, and then at rank 5 unlocks a lot of, like, bigger, more dangerous threats around the map. So let's go ahead and get one of these legendary events. We have one, and it is the Legendary Shiny Ore, the Legendary Shiny Diamond. The types of legendary things you can get in each area are region-specific, as are most of the rare spawns. So there's only, like, 2 spots on the map that can have the legendary diamonds. I think there's 3 that can have legendary, the legendary trees. This is the only area that can have the legendary fish. And then I think these 2 are the only ones that can have the legendary dawns. So, you know, it takes time to get all this stuff, but if you're willing to put it in, you're only looking at, realistically, a few hours as opposed to, like, dozens of hours, so... You know, it definitely could be worse.
To protect my people.
And then, also been doing good rolling in cash nuts, from selling crops, and, clearing the various area challenges. Really should have traveled to this place. The most recent patch also adjusted the camera, so you can see we can get a much better flat camera angle here in Ginormosia, which really helps seeing with where you're going. There's just so much here in the late game for this. It really gives me the kind of feels that I had back when I played, like, World of Warcraft. Like, 2004 to 2008 sort of era. It has the same kind of feel for grinding. I can consistently farm basically anything that is, like, level 80 solo. Well, not solo, I mean, I do have my team with me. I am also wearing sets of gear that increase item drop rates, so that I can get more materials. One of my companions, Uelia, is also wearing gear that increases drop rates. We'll get into that mechanic before long.
Let's do this.
But it's not too hard to successfully roll basically whatever you want on gear. But you do have to do crafting mini-games every time, so... I am really waiting for it to change the weak point.
Let's do this.
It's just not doing it yet. Fair enough. Come on. Oh, wait, it did and I didn't notice. Okay, I've been hitting non-sweet spots for a while. I did think that was kind of weird.
I'll be watching over you.
Come on. Looking for the sweet spot.
I'll be watching over you.
Okay. Let's get back to it. I have seen the trees and the geode drop up to 3 items at once if you get an excellent on them.
Did I meet your expectations?
Here I got 2 legendary shiny diamonds, even without hitting the excellent, which is fine. This is the gear I'm currently wearing. Every one of these pieces has plus 10% drop rate, except the boots. I even got plus 5% on this cape. And then Uelia is also wearing gear with increased drop rate. And all of that stacks. Like, all of it. You can basically get around, like, 500% increased drop rate. It is actually nuts. You can't get anywhere near that high with experience up, but you can roll that onto equipment as well. So, first things first, let's go ahead and actually craft up a true Tool of Time. My very first one, and we're going to go for the True Hammer of Time. It has a crafting requirement of 1,300, but my ability score is over 2,200, which is absolutely nuts. Okay, I guess I have to unequip the hammer before it will let me do that. Ooh, I'm suddenly realizing this means my blacksmithing actually is not going to be as high when I try to craft this, but should still be able to do okay. It is 1,800. It is basically 50% above the recommended. Okay. This is going to be it. The hardest crafting challenge I've ever had in this game. I want all of it perfect. Okay. 11% on an excellent is good. That translates to 9 rounds, which would still leave 3 rounds left. Probably I do not get a perfect. Well, I'm not going to get a perfect, I know. I might be able to get a great work, maybe?
Now I'm intimidated.
Come on, keep going, keep going.
Recenter.
We need to get this as perfect as possible. Come on. Oh yeah, we're actually... Yeah, we're done. We're done with 5 rounds left. That's good. That's easily enough for a great work, but probably not a perfect. Oh god, it wasn't even good enough for a great. Oof. That's not nearly as good as I hoped. But that's okay. I can always recraft these things. And it is still providing really good bonuses. Also, just look how beautiful that is. That is gorgeous. So the way that we can remake things is by remaking them. So for instance, one of the things I did not have additional item finding on was my arcane boots. So we are actually going to recraft my arcane boots and use the trip applique, which increases the chance of getting item drop increasing skills. So you can remake anything. And basically this lets you do a couple things. First of all, it lets you recraft an item to a higher tier of quality. But what it also does is re-rolls new skills for that item. And then it lets you pick which skills you want to keep on it. Basically, it lets you keep one or both of the skills that it originally had, plus whatever 2 new skills get rolled. So it's actually not too hard to get gear crafted with exactly the kind of things you want on them. There we go.
Don't cross the blue devil. The very center.
And we're good. So let's see if we get any of the item rates up on it. Still only just a great work, and still none of the increased drop rate yet on that one. And then you can just keep doing it over and over and over. Every time you re-roll, it requires you to use a number of Redux stones. And the main way that you get Redux stones is here in the capital by talking to the Redux Stone Exchange, surprisingly enough. And basically you just give them unwanted gear, and you can turn that into stones. It's not a 1-to-1 ratio exchange, but it's not too hard to get stones, and if you grind enough money, you can just go and buy a bunch of gear and then bring it in and then turn it all to stones, so that's fine. But let's continue with the next big thing. Let's become a hero in the last life of this game. Alchemist was the very first life I started with this playthrough. It seems kind of fitting that it now gets to bookend it as well. Let us report. Oh, right. I didn't make the last thing. Whoops. Alright, well, let's go in and make the Berserk Potion. This shouldn't be too hard. Like that. Okay. Keep going, Alchemy. Just a few more rounds. There's my skill. Oh god, 2 rounds of stirring. Ugh.
Ooh, is it getting hot in here?
Alright, it's your turn, girl. You can do it. Lamel, you're up. Excellent. And there is a great work. We made 3 Berserk Potion pluses. And now we can turn it in. There we go. We have ranked up to hero. Incredible! Just incredible! From this day forward, you are a heroic alchemist. Ho! With a great mind like you on my side, we'll be able to create anything we can dream of. And there is my Alchemist's Pride reward. Every single job is now at hero rank. Not bad at all. And I also got the Alchemist's Trophy. Alright. There is still definitely more I can and will do with this game, but that's all going to be on my own time at this point. I don't really see a point in having another update on it after today. But there is one more thing I want to try and do before I finish this. I want to make an attempt to clear the hardest, well, the highest level of Treasure Grove. So let me show you what my current Treasure Grove is.
Over here.
Oh, hey Glenn, what's up? Okay, you want to give me the laugh emote. Oh, right, emotes. I'm gonna have to add that to my list of things to do to 100%. So this is the current Treasure Grove that I'm set at, starting at 900 years ago. It is a monster type, so it's going to be mostly fighting, which I think is a lot more controllable than other options. It also has a Strangeling floor down here. And fishing is probably where I'm weakest, so I think the route I'm going to take is like this. 1 floor logging, 1 floor mining, and then the boss at the bottom isn't anything too spectacular. It's a Shadow Caroletta. But I think it's going to be fine. I imagine that there's plenty of people who love doing like super high level treasure groves kind of regardless. So let's see if we can launch the multiplayer and go in. Or I'm thinking No, I do not trust that I would be able to, I don't trust that I would be able to clear it with just my companions.
Nice to see ya.
Alright, let's stock up on a few more items just to help the team along the way. Some more life cures. We're going to be carrying the maximum number of 20 of those. And some max heal dusts. There we go. We're going to make sure that we are all decked out to support the team. The max heal dusts now. Max heal dust register. Sure. There's a good spot for him. Alright. Let's change my class up here back to Paladin. Just so it'll show me as a level 83. Alright, we're going in for the recruiting. We are going into the Treasure Grove. Required level 70 and up. I think that's going to be fine. Keyword... Okay. We're going for hunting. Alright. Let's see if we can get a team. It could take a minute or two before anybody will show up. I think there's just like a minimum length of time before it, like, you know, shows up in servers, and then other people have to search for it. Hello? I still really haven't ever, like, decorated my island properly. Oh, okay, we got our first party member. We've got a level 100. Oh, and another person. I'm perfectly okay to start with just 2. Another level 100. Oh, God, okay, here comes a third. We are not waiting around for this team. We've got 3 level 100 people. Okay.
Oh.
And everybody is just immediately ready. My God, they wanted this. Oh, they wanted this a lot. Oh, this is gonna be great. Alright. Let's move on. This will be my very first time clearing a treasure grove all the way to 1,000 years past. Assuming that I succeed. I can do this. Alright, defeat 1 iron golem. Oh, God, really? Defeat an iron... Oh, no. This is actually gonna be kind of tough, I think. Whoa! No! Okay, skill. Do not underestimate the enemies. And also remember that because it's online, there is a very slight delay between when I order an action and when it executes. Okay. That's the floor cleared. So now we just have to find the way down. And maybe if we're lucky, we will encounter a fair number of shadow enemies along the way. Get some slates for some more of the dark recipes, other stuff. Oh, someone's fighting something spooky. Excuse me, gentlemen. Doing pretty good, doing pretty good. Yes, we're taking this floor. We're gonna make it nice and quick. Everybody always appreciates a nice, quick run. It means maximum treasure for everybody without wasting any time. Honestly, monster dungeons are definitely the easiest to deal with. Defeat 3 grass serpents. I feel like that is not going to be hard. Grass serpents. Oh. Grass serpents. Oh! Okay, well... a black thing. So we'll say black fruit. And then she gives me a little reward. That's just a thing some statues do. Whoop, excuse me. Surprisingly hard finding these serpents. Let's go! There we go. Die already! Okay, good. Now we just need to find the way to the next floor. Some of the floors are going to require... Well, I don't know for sure if they will, but... Some monster floors require you to kill every enemy on a floor. And those are definitely going to be, more involved. Okay, I definitely hadn't been this way, because I don't remember the tree. Never mind, I had definitely been this way, because there was a, that's where we started the floor. Looks like everybody's heading over here, so this is probably the correct exit. Oh, right, we never said hi. Howdy. Okay. Next floor. We are doing really good so far. Also, everyone is really going to benefit from getting that strangeling in here. Some of these dungeons are honestly just... some of the specific things in dungeons, like the strangelings and aging altars, which I've literally never come across. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a whole other type of event, of floor in these treasure groves called an aging altar. And basically, you can leave a piece of equipment there, and then after your run, you can recover it. And it will have aged up, and earned an additional bonus, and basically like a third enhancement slot. And they get better stuff the further in the dungeon, like the further back in time the dungeon was. So that's a whole other mechanic. Those are so rare, I've literally never encountered one. There's monster houses, which are also so rare. I've seen one pop up in a treasure grove, but I've never actually done one. I think this is only like the second time I've ever been to a floor that had, or like into a treasure grove that had a strangeling in it. So yeah, some of these things are just like unreasonably rare. Because I've probably done somewhere like 40 treasure groves throughout this game, and I've probably rolled through at least 70. You know, where I just like replant the treasure grove, but then just immediately replant again because I don't like the map that I got or something. So it really, really seems that some of these things are just unreasonably rare. We can already move on to the next floor. So no real reason to stick around. More levels for the Paladin. That's always a plus. This must be the exit. They're definitely not the most inspired dungeons in this game, but they're perfectly serviceable. And I think using a consistent dungeon design does make the treasure groves translate a little bit easier to feel like normal gameplay. Honestly, it's kind of throwbacky in a way. So we have to cut down all the trees. Okay. This is a level 93 tree. This is going to take some time. There we go. Let the cutting begin. I am able to fill up my special meter with 2 charged attacks on any tree or mining spot. So it is very, very easy to get out the kind of damage that I need. Let's go. I'm expecting this tree to reset its weak points very soon. Okay. Oh wait, no, this isn't a boss tree. It's not going to reset. Right. This isn't a boss tree. This is a normal tree. It's just a level 93 tree. Alright, not bad. Okay. Luckily, there's only 6 trees total on the floor. So, it's not going to take too long to get them all down. I'm jealous of these people having level 100 in multiple lives, though. They are definitely stronger than me. Despite all the effort and all the time I've put into this game, I would still say that I am only at, like, the low points of the end game. If I had to put this back in World of Warcraft terms, because that game permanently damaged my brain eventually, I would say that I am probably, like, roughly, like, Molten Core level. Like, I am at the equivalent where, you know, I can clear Molten Core somewhat reliably, and, like, working on the early bosses of Blackwing Lair, sort of level. So there's definitely still a very significant amount of additional power that I could gain from my character with further optimization. Okay. Not bad. This is the last tree on the floor. Alright, not bad. Now we just have to find the way out of here. Which is back this way. And everybody looks so dapper in their outfits, and I'm just running around in my barely more than default gear. Okay. Someone ran that way, but then ran back. This person emoted, and they are over here. So I believe, yes, they were indicating where the exit was. Alright. So now back to a monster floor. I think I'm actually gonna do it. I'm very, very confident that this is going to be the first 1,000-year dungeon I get. So we need to kill 2 grass serpents. Yeah, that's not going to take long. Okay. Warp circle activated, and here's the exit. Let's move on to the mining floor. And then after this, it's just a monster floor, a strangeling floor, and then the boss. This is as good as done. So what are the conditions here? Alright, obtain an Eternian fruit. That's easy enough. Let's try here. There we go. These maximum level treasure groves are absolutely insane. Like, this is a level 99 Great Gold deposit. Well, looks like our whoever 2-player is. Looks like they're getting hurt a bit. So any one of us could manage to find the Eternian fruit. Once we do, we're free. Oh, we got it. Okay. Perfect. I'm going to guess this way. I guessed correctly. We are moving on to the monster floor. I am absolutely not even remotely worried about taking on the boss. It's gonna be fine, honestly. Okay, defeat all monsters. I was hoping we'd get at least one of these. 35 monsters to defeat. Hopefully there's some shadow monsters on this floor. I would really like to get more darkness recipes and whatnot. Okay. There we go. Ooh, Sheep King's Fleece! Oh, that's fantastic! That actually comes from a rare area challenge in Ginormosia. We've already defeated almost a third of the enemies. Black Lilies. Archer seems to be consistently popular for the in-game challenge, as far as I've seen. People love being able to paralyze their targets on command. Which, you know, can't blame them. That's an absolutely solid strategy. Cool. This feels good. I feel very in sync with these other players. We all know exactly what we're doing. We all know how to do it. We are competent. We are cooperative. And when necessary, we are able to communicate more. Okay. We got that. This is actually quite rare for me to be with another paladin player on my team. I don't see a lot of paladins in multiplayer. There's only 3 more enemies, and that would be them. So I definitely want to build up my special. Well, I didn't. So it was down here. One of them just popped a nice group heal for us. Very appreciative. Alright. Now let's head to a Strangeling floor. So on this floor, we get one of the things that we can use to power up our Islanders. It's basically just a shrine. Yep, just that simple. And I'll be like, awesome. And now we go for the boss floor. And the thing is, all of these people who came to this, they're going to be able to get a branch so they can grow a copy of this dungeon on their own. So this is good for 2 Strangelings for all of my helpers. Alright, let's do it. This guy is not going to last very long. Besides, it's a carrot. I don't think we need to be too worried. Clearly I was right, because it is now dead. We did it. Oh, they're launching heart fireworks in celebration. Oh, that's so kind. I love a game where people are just positive and where they work together in helpful ways, you know? God, that felt good. That was absolutely fantastic. I get an extra sapling as a reward. We got 6 goddess fruit. We say thanks. And now we go ahead and close it down. And we can all move on with our lives. Alright. So that was fantastic. I achieved my goal. I made it down through the highest level treasure grove that I could, and a combat one at that. It's not that there isn't skill required in, like, gathering challenges, but gathering challenges really, really are just basically pure number. If you do not have the number, you will never succeed. When it comes to combat, if you're careful and you know what you're doing, you can succeed at a much lower level. And now, something I saved for the end of the episode. I got the recipe for a new mount. The Knapdragon Cruiser Red. Let's build myself a new mount and take it for a spin in Ginormosia. And there we go. The Knapdragon Cruiser Red. Has joined my army of mounts. I still need more mounts, but I think that is a pretty good one. So let's take it to Ginormosia, let's ride it around a bit, let's see if the Cashewnut merchants are selling any other interesting recipes or anything today. And that will be where I end the episode. Oh yeah, look at that. That's right, I got a motorcycle now. Alright, so where is the Dawn hanging out today? The Dawn is... Come on, there's always two of you. Where are you hiding? Okay, here's one. Where's the other? Where are you at, Dawn? Scan the map slowly and carefully. Or is today going to be one of those very rare days where there's only one of them? Hello, Dawn? Dawn, I'm looking for you. You're my favorite merchant. I really want to give you my monies. But I can't give you my monies if I can't find you. I do not spot the second one anywhere. Alright, then I guess it's just that one then. Who knows? Maybe he's got one of the other mount recipes for me. Or maybe he's got some rare crafting materials that I would much rather buy than have to go and acquire. I love this motorcycle. Excuse me, gentlemen.
To protect my people.
Ah, there you are. Hello. Today you are selling the Dragon Stompers. Sure, I'll learn to make Dragon Stompers. And you've got Godfish, Dragon Tree Wings. None of the rest of this is really worth it, so we'll just go ahead and just grab the recipes you've got. Alright. So there we go. That is the end of my series on Fantasy Life I. This is an absolutely wonderful, magical game. It's appropriate and fun and interesting for probably anyone of any age. You know, you could sit down a kid to play it, they'd be able to have a fun time with it. Obviously, an adult can love it as well. The ceiling for, you know, how powerful you can become and what you can do is very, very high. It's very engaging. I do think the story overall and the characters were weaker than the first Fantasy Life back on the 3DS. But in terms of sheer scope, in terms of how much there is in this game, absolutely blows that 3DS game out of the water completely. And I really, really hope that, you know, more people will give this game a try, because honestly, I think it deserves it. And I think there's a lot of people who would really, really enjoy playing just a laid-back, low-stress RPG like this. And there we go. Thank you all so much for watching. And I will see you all on the next one. Play us out, Mimic. Oh, yeah, and I also unlocked the, you know, hero bonus for every single job, which is 50% chance of obtaining an extra potion after using it with any life. So that's pretty good.